Hello everyone, welcome to the e-learning program of KTGM College Nasik. I am Dr. M.K. Devre from Department of the Physics, KTGM College Nasik. Now, dear friends, in this lecture we are going to see the 9th unit of the second chapter, the thermal gravimetric analysis, or it is also known as the TGA. Now friends, in the previous lecture we have studied about the different characterization techniques which are useful to study the different properties of the material. Now one of the property of the material is the thermal analysis, and to study the thermal analysis one of the method is the thermal gravimetric analysis, and in this lecture we are going to see in details about the thermal gravimetric analysis, that is the TGA. Now in thermal gravimetric analysis, now in this lecture we are going to see in details about its working principle, the instruments required for the TGA, the working of the TGA curve, and the different applications of the TGA curve. Now thermal gravimetric analysis is a method of the thermal analysis in which mass of the sample is measured over the time as the temperature changes. Now that means in case of the thermal analysis, the TGA is used to study the thermal analysis of the material as a function of the temperature. In another way we can say that the TGA is a method of the thermal analysis in which the changes in the physical and the chemical properties of the materials are measured as a function of the increasing temperature with a constant heating rate, or as a function of the time with the constant temperature or the constant mass loss. Now that means in case of that the thermal analysis, now when any substance heated, there is the change in the physical and the chemical properties. Now then you should know about what are the physical properties and what are the chemical properties. Now the physical properties such as the second order phase transition, the vaporization, sublimation, the absorption, adsorption and the desorptions. While the chemical changes are the chemisorption, the dissolution, the decomposition, solid gas reactions including the oxidation and the reduction. Now such a type of the physical and the chemical changes due to the thermal variations can be determined by using the TGA. So the TGA is a very important characterization techniques to record or to detect the physical and chemical changes due to the thermal variations of the any materials. Now when the solid get heated, now it undergoes the two general type of the reactions. When the any solid heated, now then it acts as a reactant. So after heating it produces the product and the gases. That means in that reactants or in that solid, if there's some moisture or the gases will be present, then it will be get evolved and there is the loss in the mass of that reactants. But if the reactants heated under a suitable environment, that means in the suitable medium such as the gas or the any other medium, now then there will be the increase in the mass. So the reactions will be the gas plus reactant equal to be that the product, and there is the gain in the mass of that the product here. In case of that the thermal gravimetric analysis, the final step is the weighing. That means when the any material heated, then after the physical or the chemical changes we are taking the weight of that the substance, and due to that we can say that This method is known as the thermogravimetric analysis. The thermogravimetric analysis is the oldest and the accurate method, but it is the tedious and the time consuming, because in case of the thermogravimetric analysis, if we record any physical or the chemical changes, then during the heating process or during the cooling process, it requires the large interval of the time. The thermogravimetric analysis is conducted by an instrument, and that is known as the thermogravimetric analyzer. A thermogravimetric analyzer continuously measures the mass while the temperature of the sample is changed over the time. In thermogravimetric analyzer, the three parameters are to be considered, such as the mass, temperature and the time. And by using these three parameters, thermogravimetric analyzer do the analysis of the physical and the chemical changes with respect to the thermal variations. Now then, what is the principle behind this thermogravimetric analysis? In the thermogravimetric analysis, the sample is heated in a given environment, such as the air, the nitrogen, carbon dioxide, helium, argon, etc., which are at the control rate. The change in the weight of the substance is recorded as a function of the temperature or the time. The temperature of the substance is gradually increased at a constant rate for the known initial time of the substance, and the change in the weight are recorded as a function of the temperature at the different time intervals. So now in case of that, the TGA, the very simple principle is used. The variation in the mass of the substance over the gradual increase in the temperature at the different time intervals can be recorded. The plot of the change in the weight against the temperature is called the thermogravimetric curve, the TGA curve or the thermogram, and this is the principle which is used in TGA. Now here this is the thermogram in which it is plotted for the change in the weight of the substance as a function of the temperature and the time. Then the nature of the curve will be like this here. Now this horizontal portion of the curve indicates that there is no loss in the weight of the substance, but this vertical part of this curve indicates that there is the loss in the weight of the substance during the change in the temperature. Now then we are going to see in details about the instrumentations of the thermogravimetric analyzer. Now this is the schematic diagram of the thermogravimetric analyzer, and the thermogravimetric analyzer consists the different parts. The first one is the sensitive precision balance. Now see here, this is the sensitive precision balance, and it is used for the continuously recording the weight change of the sample as a function of the temperature. The second one is the sample holder or the pan, which is located inside the furnace. Now this is the furnace here. The temperature is gradually increased as a constant and subjected to the thermal reactions. Now the fourth one is that the furnace temperature programs or the controller. Now here this is the microprocessor Now which is used to control the temperature of the furnace here. Now the temperature of the furnace can be recorded with the help of the thermocouple. Thermocouple is the temperature sensor and it is connected to the microprocessor. The next part is the Pure's gas system. The thermal reactions may occur under the variety of the atmospheres, including the ambient, air ambient, the vacuum, the inert gas, the oxidizing or the reducing gases, corrosive gases, carburizing gases, the vapors of the liquids out of the self-generated atmosphere. So now in the furnace we can insert the gas through this gas inlet and we can do the thermal analysis under the different environments also. And the next is the microcomputer or the microprocessor. Now here this microprocessor controls and used to controls and the data acquisitions and displays that the data. The thermogravimetric data collected from the thermal reactions is compiled into the plot of the mass or the percentage of the initial mass on the y-axis versus either temperature or the time on the x-axis. So by using this microprocessor, the microprocessor is connected to the this balance and also to the temperature controller. That means it controls or it controls the temperature also, and it records the variation in the weight of the substance due to the change in the temperatures, and it plots the graph of the percentage change in the mass on the x-axis, on the y-axis, and the temperature and the time on the x-axis, and this plot is referred to as the TGA curve. Now then we are going to see the working of the TGA. Now in this thermogravimetric analysis, now here this pan holds the sample material and it is located inside the furnace. Now that is heated out cooled during the experiment here. Now when the substance or the sample in the sample holder heated by providing the heat by the furnace, the change in the mass of the substance can be recorded by using the weighing balance. The weighing balance is connected to the microprocessor, and the microprocessor record that variation in the temperatures. Now here the temperature controller controls the temperature of the substance. Here the temperature sensor is used now here we are going to see the working of the TGA. Now in the thermogravimetric analyzer, the pan holds the sample material and is located inside the furnace that is heated or the cooled during the experiment. A thermocouple is used to accurately control and measure the temperature within the furnace. The mass of the sample is constantly monitored during the analysis by using the precision balance, and inert or the reactive gases may be used to purge and control the environment. Now here, now these gases can be inserted by using this gas inlet into the furnace, and the analysis is performed by gradually raising the temperature of the furnace and plotting the substance weight against the temperature. Now here the microprocessor is used to control the instrument and to process the output curves. So by using the precision balance, the microprocessor record the variation in the weight of the substance, and by using the temperature controller, the microprocessor controls and record the variation in the temperatures, and it plots the graph of the temperature versus the weight. This is the one of the graph of the calcium oxalate which is in the monohydrate state. Now see here, in this graph, the horizontal portions of the curve indicates that there is no change in the weight, that is along the AB and along the CD. Now there is no change in the weight of the substance here, and the portion of the BC, that is the vertical portion, the portion of the BC indicates that there is the change in the weight of the substance. Now here the successive plateau corresponding to the formation of the calcium oxalate, calcium carbonate and the calcium oxide. Now see here, when the monohydrate calcium oxalate heated, then in this reaction there will be the formation of the calcium oxalate. That means it decomposes to the calcium oxalate and the water will be evolved. And when the calcium oxalate heated, it decomposes to the calcium carbonate, and here the CO will be evolved here. And when the calcium carbonate heated, it decomposes to the calcium oxalate and the CO2 will be evolved. That means the thermogram indicates that the loss of the water being at here the 100 degrees centigrade, the loss of the CO at 450 degrees centigrade, and the loss of the CO2 at the 600 degrees centigrade. So now in this reaction we can observe that with the help of the TGA curve we can see that where is the decomposition of the certain material start and which type of the product you will get at a certain temperature. So to study the thermal stability of the different materials, TGA curve is very important. Now then we are going to see the different applications of the TGA. The TGA is used to determine the composition of the material. It is used to distinguish the different mineral compositions from the broad minerals types such as the borax, the boric acids and the silica gels here. It is used to study the decompositions of the organic and the inorganic compounds, to study the oxidations of the different materials. It can be used to evaluate the thermal stability of the materials. It allows the analysis of the reactions with the air, oxygen and other reactive gases of the materials, such as the corrosion of the metals in the various atmosphere. It can be used to measure the evaporation rates, such as to measure the volatile emissions of the liquid mixtures. TGA can also be used for the determination of the filler contents. The fill materials in the plastic, laminates, the paints, primers. The fill materials may be the carbon blacks, that is TiO2, CaCOS, MgCO3, the talc, the silica, like this here. That means in some materials we are using the fillers, and for the determination of the fillers the TGA can be used. It can also be used to measure the fill materials added to some foods, such as the silica gels and the titanium dioxides. It can determine the purity of the minerals in inorganic compounds and the organic materials also. It can be used for the determination of the moisture content. It can be used for the determination of the ash content. Now it allows the determination of the Curie temperature of the magnetic transitions, reaction kinetics. It can also be used for the determination of the moistures and the volatile contents of the material. So the friends, remember about what do you mean by the thermogravimetric analysis. What is the basic principle of the thermogravimetric analysis? The instrument used for the thermogravimetric analysis, the different parts of the thermogravimetric analysis, the working of the thermogravimetric analysis, and the different applications of the thermogravimetric analysis. Thank you.